Mindset is very important in concussion recovery. And in my first 2 years, I mostly focused on my physical symptoms because I thought if my symptoms would be solved, I don't need tools for my mindset, and as everything then would be solved, right? But when you are, let's say, sick, I don't like the word sick, but let's say you're sick for a longer period of time, your mindset can achieve, your mindset then, yeah, you really need some great mindset, right, to heal. Because if you don't work on your mindset, it would be very hard emotionally. And from the moment I focused on my mindset, so it's 1 or 2 years after the recovery, things started to improve. So I never expected that, but everything, of course, is connected. And there are three things that really helped me when it comes to mindset. And this was the first one. Let me take a little bit of water. So I was very anxious all the time that I would experience setbacks. So I did everything I could to prevent them. I pushed myself to do a lot of things, and I made many rules for myself. And I believe that they really helped me to get better. And one day I talked to my psychologist, and she said, "Why are you so hard on yourself? Are you happy? Because too many rules can backfire." And I had to write down all the rules I would make for myself for at least a week. And I didn't even notice that I had become such a control freak. I knew something needed to change. And at the same time, I felt very anxious because what if I didn't do all the things that should help me? Or would it slow down my recovery? Would I experience setbacks? Would I be doing enough? And when I created these rules, I thought they were temporary, but I realized I already been living those rules for about 2 years without an end date in mind. So I really needed something to change. And here is an example of all the rules that I made for myself. And don't get me wrong, some of them aren't bad. And they were really helping as well. But doing all those things felt like it was exhausting. I was just, yeah, not living my best life. And I felt like a robot, and it drove me insane. Because I think the most important thing is to listen to your body and not fight it. And by applying too many rules, you are maybe fighting against things. So really try to let go for some of them for at least a week and see how it feels. It can really help you. And it can be scary, but yeah, I think it can really help you. So why not trying it, right? And then let's see. It sounds maybe a bit silly to do this, but for every negative thought, I replace them with two positive ones. And it might take some time to practice this or to instruct your brain to automatically think this way. But the more you do this, the easier it gets until you notice you start automatically thinking of more positive things. It's a very easy one, very simple to apply. And then the setbacks, because this was one of the hardest things that I really that I dealt with. And when you are in the middle of a setback, it feels like you will never get out of it. It can really be hard to stay positive. It always felt like wherever I took a step forward, a step backwards was already around the corner. And I just want you to know that it's okay to feel sad, because those feelings are just human, right? I always look at this like riding a wave and hope that the wave will pass as soon as possible. But keep in mind that everything will pass, and remind yourself that your progress isn't gone, because that's the thing that I always thought when I had a setback, like all my progress was gone. But it's not true. And you see this on the picture. It really helps me to remind myself when I am in a setback to look at this picture and to know that your progress isn't gone. So this is what really helps me. And I also, on the day when I feel like, hey, I'm not feeling well, then I just give myself some permission to rest. I call in sick, and this is helping me to get the rest that I need. And what also helps me to stay positive during a setback is to read my gratitude journal, to end my progress journal. These are two things that I write in when I am feeling good on my good days, and it really helps me to see how much progress I've made, and to see where a lot of things are there that I'm really grateful for. And I also want to mention that that's a really weird thing, because most of the time when you're out of setback, you feel better than before the setback. So I believe sometimes a setback is needed to move forward, and it helps me, or hopefully help you as well, to look at this way.